Today we are going to be looking at the Trojan War, the final part of your project. Now then, you will need to create that project by the ancient Greeks. You should have been working on this for the last couple of weeks now, okay? We have already looked at the Greek Empire, democracy, the Olympics, the Battle of Marathon, gods and goddesses from last week. Now remember, you could make a poster, you could do a spoken presentation, or use an online presentation, such as Microsoft PowerPoint, or Prezi if you want to do it online. You could do a video recording of any of these as well. And of course, you could use any other method to get your information across. You could even use 2 or 3 of these different methods. Now, your presentation should include things that we've talked about in class and in distance learning lessons. However, you must include information about the Battle of Marathon, gods and goddesses, and about the Trojan War from today. Of course, you're welcome to add any other information that you find interesting and that you want to research, and it all needs to be sent to me before 4 p.m. on Monday the 27th of April. Now then, we are looking at the Trojan War today. The Trojan War was a famous story told in the Iliad, which is a poem written by Homer, a famous Greek writer. Okay? So, the story begins in the city of Troy, which is now modern-day Turkey. The story tells us that the goddesses had a disagreement, in which they apparently asked Paris, the prince of Troy, to settle. Now, the 3 goddesses then offered the prince a bribe. One offered him an empire, one told him he would be heroic in war, and the last, Aphrodite, the goddess of love, offered him the most beautiful woman in the world. The woman was Helen, the wife of King Menelaus of Sparta. So, Paris agreed, and so Aphrodite ensured that Helen fell in love with Paris, and they both ran away together. So, King Menelaus sent an army, led by his brother Agamemnon, to go and bring Helen back to Sparta. So the war went on for 10 long years. Now, many died in this battle, including Hector, Paris' brother, Achilles, the most skilled Greek fighter, and even Paris himself. All of these 10 years. It's a long, long time, okay, for this war to be going on. Now, the last and most famous battle of the Trojan War began when the Greeks came up with a very clever and cunning plan. The story, which has been told by many writers and many poets, was thought to be untrue. But when Heinrich Schliemann found the area, he believed it to be Troy, and he convinced many that the story of Troy might be true after all. And I'm sure you've heard of these parts before, but if not, what happened was the Greeks decided to leave a gift for the Trojans, which was a large wooden horse. Now, when the Trojans saw the horse, they thought it was a gift, and it was a sign that the Greeks had given up. So, as they saw the Greeks sailing away, they dragged the enormous horse into their city, through the gates, through the walls, okay, basically getting through all of their defences, and they brought it into the middle of the city. However, hiding inside the horse were a group of Greek soldiers, and after the Trojans went to sleep, they climbed out of the horse, and they let the rest of the Greek army into the city. The fighting began, but without all the defences and being really sort of outnumbered and unsuspecting of obviously this event, Troy was destroyed. Now the Greeks killed everyone, and it's believed that King Menelaus found Helen and tried to kill her. But Aphrodite, the goddess of love, protected her from the king. Now, again, there's interesting parts there. Was it true? Was it not? I will leave that up to your own sort of research. Now, remember, this is the final lesson. Okay, it's a final story, and you now need to add this into your project. As I said already, we have looked at the Greek Empire, democracy, the Olympics, and the Battle of Marathon, as well as gods and goddesses, and now the Trojan War. You need to add all of this information to your project. Okay, you must include these 3 elements, okay, to show me what you have learned about these. And of course, as always, you can do further research yourself if you want to. Now then, you need to have it done and sent to me by Monday, the 27th of April. So you have got a couple more days yet to get this together and either send it to me on Skype, Class Dojo, or via email, whatever is easiest for you and your parents. If you have any questions, as always, you may ask me, send me a message on Skype and I will phone you back. Otherwise, enjoy completing your project, and I look forward to speaking to you